Okay, so what are you doing during quarantine? Just a few things that I'm doing. I'm starting to like this. I just get online and do my shopping, and someone shops for me and brings it to my door, even when it's raining. I think I'm beginning to like this. As they have advised, I'm wiping down, at least I have on gloves, and I'm wiping down with Clorox wipes all of the plastic items that I have. The grocery shopping is wonderful that I can just get online, send a list to the grocery store, and maybe 5 days later, could be sooner, they will then have your groceries at your door. Now the only problem is when I check bananas, I mean one bunch of bananas, not one banana. And when I say potatoes, I mean a pound or 2 pounds of potatoes, not one potato. So anyway, that's just a minor detail. Other things to help build your immune system are usually simple things like vitamin C and zinc and cod liver oil. But of course, check with your doctor first to see if it's okay for you personally to take. But these are just some things that I'm doing. A habit of good health is always a good thing. One thing I'm doing is reading my Bible. I have my little paper and pad, and then I also have other books. So books that I'm reading that would be helpful during my journey. Well, it seems that the rain has really caused the plants to turn green and things to start blooming. It is always good to have some type of hobby. So go out and plant. This is a beautiful jade that is growing amazingly well. Yellow lily. And then over here we have. Well, my book club is now focused in on this particular book. It's called Breaking Rank, written by Norm Stamper, who I believe is an ex-cop. And so that's one of the books that we're reading. Another book that we have read in our Race and Reconciliation book club is called The Christian Imagination. I look at this as the theological view. Breaking Rank as the governmental or the policing practices that are used in the United States. And then another book that we've read is called White Fragility. This is looking more at the sociological situation when it comes to race and reconciliation. And then this book we have read as well, which is Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, which I call the sociological and the psychological aspects and effects of race or racism. Our Race and Reconciliation book club is also reading Deconstructing Race. It's amazing what we are learning about race and how it started in the 16 and 1700s. A lot to do with revenue generation. So that's one of the reasons why that social construct is being used. So there's not really a different race of people. There is really just a different construct. Piece is a children's book that was written by my cousin. Her name is Judy Ross. And this is an awesome book. It is basically for children to better understand the diversity that is found within the world. That I just finished reading, Mailman to Missionary. It's a friend of mine who I used to do work in children's church and children's ministry in San Jose. And this is a gentleman that wrote this book that used to work there, and he went off to the Philippines for 12 years. It was a really good book. I would highly recommend it for those who are interested in missionary work and also understanding anywhere from choosing where you're going to do your missionary work if it's out of the country, and then also how to adjust when returning. Excellent book for that. There's actually no limit to the ideas that you can come up with. This one, I've done the Christmas tree because I love themes for Christmas. So I just put that on the very back of the cover. But inside, you can actually put your own personal thoughts. And so I have things that I put in here that are personal to me. But these are things that will last you a while. I love flowers, so I take pictures, close-up pictures of flowers in my yard. And that's something that we can look at all year round. So you see, I love flowers. So that's something that I keep in here. Little decorations for the backyard, that sort of a thing. So that's what this book is about. But then, so one project that I have, I love to do photo albums that are, sometimes they're unique in that they will show, this one is showing just times in the classroom with my own little personal saying of learning never ends. And so it's showing a classroom that happens to be Mercer University in Atlanta, Georgia. But then other things it will show is pictures of my mom, pictures of family events, pictures of course, my sons, and other family events, flowers. I love flowers. So all these types of things are in this book. Or you can do something like this, where this particular book is only on my trip to Egypt. So basically some pictures from Cairo, Aswan, Luxor, Memphis, and Alexandria in Egypt. And so what I've done is put in pictures of things we experienced, anywhere from pyramids to museums to whatever. So this is something else that you can be doing while shut in at your home. And by the time you're out here, you will have them produced. So just another little item you can do. One of the things that I am doing now is trying to cook healthy. So just wanted to share this particular book with you. Now this one is called Together, and it's actually written with, as you can see, the Duchess. What is interesting is that I'm paying closer attention to what I eat. So this is kale that I have cooked, and then sweet potato, and this is cod, fish. So this is all a very balanced meal. Now something I did try that I'm not so certain about. Well, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. I did make kale chips, so I have them in a bag here. Now it's more like kale jerky. Because of course you can't store it in a plastic bag. It gets a little withered. But when you first take it out of the oven, it actually is crispy, and it's a nice healthy snack to try. So I call this kale jerky. Now we have here is just skinless. I cut all the skin off my chicken. These are just chicken thighs, and they're baked. And as you can see, I do put seasoning on them. This happens to be a barbecue type of seasoning that's on them, which will give them that barbecue flavor, and it will give them that grill taste as well. And so this is, we're going to have chicken. But then all the vegetables are in the stew. So you see how nice that's coming out with all of the vegetables there and the chicken broth. So this will just be a very healthy meal. So here we have the finished product. We have cauliflower. You can see a little bit of the florets there underneath. And then we have also mozzarella cheese on top. We have a nice tomato sauce that has an Italian sausage flavor. And then we have a few pieces of turkey sausage in there, just to put a little bit of meat in it. And so this is something that I decided I would do, make something kind of unique that I have not made before, and just thought I would share it with you, something to do constructively. Actually doing some of the dishes that we've cooked, some of the things that we have read, some of the scriptures we may be focusing on, just doing something to show this is how I'm getting through this time of quarantine. So what are you doing? Let us know. Give us some videos. Okay? Bye-bye.